Hello there, I figure I'll do a little bit more Grandmaster Pixelborn gameplay, and since I'm doing the unthinkable and trying facecam, I figure I will play a deck I know well, so that I have less to think about. And we're gonna go in with a whole new world Amber Steel. Okay, so we are on the draw. I'm going to keep one hook, one aerial, I think. It's probably good enough. Two a whole new worlds is awkward, but we should be able to empty our hand quickly. If this aerial sticks around, we'll probably be okay. Okay, up against some sort of aggressive steel deck. I like to see that, should be favorable. Okay, some sort of Amethyst steel aggro. Alright, well, I'm guessing hook should be good, and I think next turn I'm going to play Lantern plus Stitch, so inking Simba seems fine. I might have to sing a whole new world though, which is maybe awkward against an aggro deck, but we'll see how things play out. I don't like the idea of starting with two dead cards in my hand though. Alright. Hook down. Okay. I'm gonna ink Stitch and then play another Stitch off Lantern here. No Simbas to worry about. I guess they could be playing something like 3-drop Hercules. Not particularly common. Nice to just draw the grab your sword. Means I don't have to try to hit it. And I can take a Hakuna Matata here to ink. Do I quest? I think I will not. I don't really want to let them trade their Maleficent into my Stitch since their Maleficent is as good as gone. Okay, a little awkward. Not sure how I'm gonna get these songs out of my hand now. Okay, that's one way, I guess. I'm still not going to trade yet. They shouldn't be able to remove this, so I'm going to get to sing my Grab Your Sword next turn. I'm just gonna go for it. And I'm gonna plan to play a whole new world next turn, and so I'm gonna ink this Tinkerbell. Even though it would be nice to play here. They have 5 cards, I have Lantern plus an ink advantage. I think a whole new world should favor me. Especially if they play something like a queen. A whole new world kind of invalidates the queen to some extent. All right. I like that. Happy to ink Simba. And then just sing. Okay, all the lanterns. Should be hard to remove Stitch, so I'll just get a Stitch in play, and then I can put the next 2 lanterns in play next turn. Really wish I had another whole new world now that I have all 4 lanterns, though. Could really go crazy. I suppose I do need to be aware of possible... Yeah, okay, so... They had a bunch of uninkables, but they do have this late game plan. I wonder if they have Ursula's too. Just something to be aware of. That they could go over the top pretty good. I'm okay with Hans challenging into Hook. Am I? I should have maybe held one of these lanterns to loot away. If I quest, they could trade both of their characters for Stitch, which I don't want. What I think I'm gonna do is just put a Tinkerbell in play. Poke the Aladdin down. I regret that already. And the reason is because I know they're playing Smash and Fire the Cannons, which means it's pretty likely they have one of those things. And can use Hans plus that to take out my Stitch. So I think maybe that was a mistake. I could have considered taking out their whole board using Grab Your Sword and Fire the Cannons instead, and that might have been better. But now that we're here, I am going to quest with both of these, and then hopefully find some action off Tinkerbell if need be. I always have a replacement Stitch, which is good. Just looking for something like Surfer Stitches, big Tinkerbells, that sort of thing now. Finish that off somehow. That's 3 of those. Good to know. It's really strong against me, and knowing that they've already used 3 is really good information to have and keep in mind. It's unlikely that they'll have another for the rest of the game, and if they do, it will be the last one. Okay, let's just start with Simba. Okay, I want that. I want all my cards. Yikes. I can't sing both of these in one turn. So I'm actually going to discard Grab Your Sword. It could be wrong, but it makes sense to me at least. I'm going to get this other Stitch in play and then sing this. Okay, there's some good stuff here. And I can pretty safely go wide because they've played 3 Grab Your Swords, as I've mentioned. So I will do that. And probably just quest. I don't need to loot. I'm not looking for anything. I have 3 Surfer Stitches here, which is really nice. Just trying to go wide. They can't really compete with me going wide. Okay. It is unfortunate that they had literally all 4 of their Grab Your Swords in the top half of their deck, but I still think this is a winnable position. In spite of the bad luck. So probably Rapunzel into Surfer Stitch will be my play here. Then I think I will probably take out the Hans. Shouldn't need this Rockstar anymore. Okay. Honestly, I think there's a chance that Hakuna Matata is going to be better than Beast here. I have lots of just random characters to play. So I'm going to start here. Draw 2. Gotta make sure not to mill out as well. And I need to start questing really quickly here, specifically because of Big Elsa. There are 2 in here, which is good. It's a little bit comforting, but it buys a lot of time by tapping down 2 characters and quest for 3, which is a huge problem, especially as they start to get, you know, over 10 lore. As long as I can end the game quickly at this point, it should be mine. Yep. So they do have Ursula's. I think I'd mentioned earlier I was curious. I think my turn's probably going to look like putting Tinkerbell in play. And just going as wide as I can. Yep, Tinkerbell's the obvious play here. 2 Grab Your Swords. Actually kind of nice to have in the pocket. Now, yeah, I think I'm just going to go wide. It's fine as an Inkable. Play the first one. Second Tinkerbell's probably good. I suppose playing another is fine. Maybe there was a lore or a visual ink bug there. Made me think I could play one, but I can't. That's fine. So at present we win the race, but 2 Elsas changes that pretty quickly. Honestly, Elsa plus Ursula could change it pretty quickly too. I doubt their deck is playing a whole new world, but 2 of them would probably beat me. I do not fear a Tinkerbell. Okay, so a Tinkerbell plus Grab Your Sword should wipe their board, I believe. So that seems like a no-brainer to me. Kind of nice to have the Stitch Rockstar here too. shouldn't need Rapunzel. Well, I definitely won't need 2 Server Stitches. And now we just hope they don't have 2 wheels. Actually, I probably should have not drawn with this Surfer Stitch. There's no reason for me to open up that win condition for my opponent, so I'll call that a minor misplay, even though I'm pretty sure they don't have them. They're playing a lot of random other card draw, and a lot of uninkables that I would imagine there's no way they could fit it in. Alright, easy win here. Sorry, easy win in terms of finishing the game on this turn. It was definitely a game. Alright, let's go again. On the draw again. Awkward hand. Let's send back 1 Lantern, 1 A Whole New World. I'm going to keep Tinkerbell. Because I have Lantern and A Whole New World, I don't really want to hit a pile of uninkables. And I have a lot of good stuff already. So I'll just take the ink. A Lilo build. Makes me want to just play my Simba. But it's so bad against their 2-drop Simba. But I also have nothing to do. Okay, I'll play it. Looking for like a Prince Eric would be nice. Be our guest. Kinda not it. Probably want to keep this Tinkerbell around so that I can poke this Lilo down if need be. There's the Simba, unfortunately. Makes me playing this one seem pretty bad. If I'd have realized they were on an Amber Emerald list, I would have discarded A Whole New World to my Simba, for the record. But I kind of expected Steel to be the second color. Yeesh. This is looking bad. Okay. That's honestly a good draw. Grab your sword, please. Okay, never lucky. At this point, I think Stitch Rockstar is honestly less likely to be useful than 2 Tinkerbells. And I'm gonna shoot down the Flynn. Could have considered questing there. Maybe should have. I don't know that it matters too much how much lore I have. Okay. Wow. It's like they're psychic. I was gonna say I don't mind that, but I'm kind of sad about it. I'll take the second one. And now I'm going to quest. They're going up to 11, which is awkward. I definitely feel like I'm losing right now. They're going to play like a Cusco. And I'm going to have no way to wipe it this turn, which is going to put them up to 14. Not looking good. This is A Whole New World looking very bad. Would much rather have this Hakuna Matata in my hand. There's the Cusco, as anticipated. This Lantern's also looking really bad here. I'm gonna hold the Tinkerbell. I think I just have to do this. Next turn I can play Tinkerbell, I can trade Ariel for Cusco. As long as they don't have like running Cuscos, we'll be okay. famous last words, I guess. Mm-hmm. So, yuck. I think I'm gonna play Aerial and then grab your sword, which feels really bad, but it does stop them from getting 3 lore, which is pretty big. I'm hoping their hand is not good. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about this. Most of their deck should be basically lethal at this point. Luckily, I can ping down LeFou by playing the second Aerial, so I can shoot whatever they play here. Okay, yeah. We're not dead yet. Very nearly, but not yet. I don't even know what I'm hoping they draw. Almost everything beats us. Maybe genies. Just draw like 3 genies in a row. Give me... Okay. All right. We're still dead to most things. Is that all of our grab your swords? It is. We have 1 fire the cannons left that could maybe be useful, but I don't see it happening here. So my out is Tinkerbell plus this grab your sword plus the 1 fire the cannons left in my deck. All right. We'll play for it, I guess. Okay. Still live? Still, well, are we? No, actually, I think we're not live anymore. I can shift, okay. Still live. And now we're dead. Okay. Alright, we tried. It was a good game. Fell too far behind. Didn't realize what my opponent was playing. I mean, on turn 1, it was hard to know that they were playing the Emerald deck and not a Steel deck, but definitely cost us holding on to that a whole new world. All right, another game on the draw. I'm gonna keep I think just Stitch Lantern, hoping to get the combo, which we have done. Pretty happy about that. A rematch, I think, so now I know what they're doing. Second Lantern is pretty bad. Need Inkables. Really just one more, but we do need one. Probably should have inked a big Stitch there. Okay, so they're not attacking with, or questing with their Stitch, which signals to me that they have a big Stitch. Which is fine, not a lot I can do about it, but it's just good to be aware of. I have a pretty easy discard into Flynn Rider with my A Whole New World here. Also an argument to be made for attacking the Stitch as well. They might unsummon me here, which would kind of suck, but... Okay, because the unsummon is a thing, I think... I should take out the Flynn Rider to buy as much time as possible. Okay, there's their Rockstar. Kind of surprised by this, but it's alright with me, I suppose. Not a great one. Hopefully they don't have Rapunzel, but their last turn makes me think pretty good odds that they do. No. Okay. I think... Well, I could just play this Grab Your Sword and then wheel. I think maybe I should. They have 2 cards in hand. I'm going to need to wheel. I'm behind. Don't really have much choice. Okay, that was good. Those are some good draws, I think. Just going to put Simba in play. Hopefully we have enough time to catch up this game. It's tough. Unfortunately, being against an aggro deck ends up being pretty play-draw dependent. We've been on the draw both of these 2 games here. This second Grab Your Sword should do some work. I'd love to draw some Tinkerbells. What don't I want to see? I think Genie is what I don't want to see. Wouldn't be so bad if I had a Tinkerbell, but I don't. Kind of need to keep this Ariel around so I can sing. Annoying, but fine. I really wish I had a Tinkerbell. I'm gonna start by drawing. Alright, hook. Good to get hook in play, challenges things well. And I'm going to start questing. I think there's an argument to not playing Stitch there and instead trying to play some 1-drops and go wide, but I only had the 3 low drops. I feel like it wasn't the most optimal use of my ink. I kind of hope that they are scared to quest with their Stitch. Really, the scariest thing they can do to me is quest for 3 right now, so I would be happy to see it sit back. Inking a Hatter. I don't know if I like that for me. Oh, Mickey. Sure. That's all fine. I think not questing here with that Stitch would be a mistake. If they're playing those 2 3-drop Mickeys, they must not have a bunch of low drops anyway, so what are you saving the Stitch for? It's not going to draw you any more cards, or at least not that many. Alright, there. They do it. So what do we do? Probably start here. Since I know I'm going to be looting this away. Lantern's kind of nothing at this point. All right, let's take this stuff out. They're going to quest up to 14, probably. I'm going to need to buy a couple turns here, which I think may be doable. Depends on what they play. Genie would be pretty brutal. Cusco's annoying, but beatable. Okay, that's pretty bad. I can't shift, though. I can shoot that down. Okay, so I think I definitely want to shift. So I can quest for more. 3. I think probably doing this is the right thing. Shoot here. And get to questing. No more Cuscos, please. No more Genies, please. Yeah. Mostly those things. Mother Knows Best is pretty annoying. It's interesting, because when I've played this deck, Mother Knows Best has always felt really bad. But it's been good for my opponent. Okay, what did they John Silver? Did not see. They John Silvered my big Stitch. That's not going to work out for them as well as they hope. Okay, and at this point I just need to put questing power on the board. Ah! Looking pretty good. I don't know what they could do here to stop this. Hey, we took it down. All right, we got one back on them. All right, those are a few good games. Thanks for watching.